You had a really good career at Air Force Academy. You threw for almost 2,000 yards and 18 passing touchdowns, and you also had 22 rushing touchdowns in your time there at Air Force. So, what was your favorite memory of playing football there?
I would say my favorite memory will have to be my probably my first start, and that was against Navy in 2018. Um, I had no idea because I going into the game. We had no idea who was going to start the game. Like that week of practice, we all were taking reps for the ones, and they literally told me. I think it was at breakfast that morning of the game. They're like, "Hey, yeah, you're starting this game." I was like, "Okay, thanks." And like, for people who don't know, like those Army, Navy, Navy, Air Force, Army games, those games are really important because if you beat both those teams, you end up going to the White House. So I was like, "Oh, this is this is a big game to be starting." So, um, and then that game, I ended up getting hurt on like the second drive. Went to the locker room, came back, and then scored 4 touchdowns. And we beat them 35-7. So that was, I think that's my favorite memory.
It's kind of like a storybook thing, like you were
Honestly,
saying, you get hurt second drive, go to the locker room, and it's like, all right, lock in, come back, and then win the game. So,
yeah,
yeah, that's really dope.
yeah.
You also went to a bowl game. It was a Cheez It Bowl,
hmm
and y'all won that game. So how was that, bowl experience and all the festivities for the Cheez It Bowl?
It was nice. I mean, so previously before that year, I had never been to a bowl game, so we all heard like what happens at bowls, like what you get with all the bowl gifts and things like that. Um, and we were lucky enough that we were good, that we were 10-2. We got to take a spot of a Pac-12 or at the time Pac-12 team to play Washington State. Um, so we got like a Power Five slot. So we got the all the goods, all like the bags, the clothes, we got watches, everything. We were there for like I think 5 or 6 days, so it was nice. And we were in Arizona, Glendale, Arizona, or Phoenix, one of the two. I don't remember. But it was nice. The hotel was nice. We did all the pregame bowl festivities with other teams, stuff like that. Food's nice. And then honestly, I feel like that was one of the most relaxed games I played in, just because there wasn't really too much on the line. But also, like, we weren't in school and we could just like chill and just focus on football. So, you know,
How much time did y'all have to prepare for that game? Because I know with some bowl games, some teams may get 2 weeks off, 3 weeks
yeah.
off. There have been teams that have had like a month off before a bowl game. So what was that
Ours
like?
was on, ours was the day after Christmas. And so we were there for Christmas. But we started preparing before we let out for school. Like finals week, we were practicing for the bowl week. I think a week after that, and then we only had like a week off, week and a half off, back home, I believe. Uh, yeah, our coaches were not huge on time off, so didn't have much.
Yeah, I get that.
You know.